Hello there, my crippled little pooch. What are you doing? Are you sniffing out some rabbits? Are you sniffing out some rabbits? Bunny! Oh, there you are. You're so cute. Okay. We are here at the famous Bronco II. Got a little time today, so I'm gonna see what I can do to get this thing running. I will say that when I first bought this thing, the guy, I've said this a million times, the guy thought that the engine was locked up because it had power, but it wouldn't start. So I said, okay, and then that was the $300 I gave him. So when I brought it home, I replaced that little solenoid there on the fender. Did no good. And replaced the starter. Well, I replaced the starter because it was bad. It was getting stuck. Anyway, to make a long story short, what it ended up being was this ground wire right here. Was just kind of hanging loose, and I don't know where it originally went, but I put it right down there where you see it. And then, as soon as I did that, this thing started. Another cool thing about this Bronco that I haven't shown you guys yet is that it has a security system right here. This little auto lock thing. You pull that out, nothing happens. So when I was trying to start this, I was dinking around with it, and it wasn't the case. So if I can get this thing to where it'll start, I'll show you how that works, or at least how I understand it works. So I'm not a security system guru, but anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I've tried is redoing this ground right here, and it used to have this piece on it here, and it was like a double ground thing. This end right here was the one that went into the terminal, and I know that's a red terminal, but that's the negative, so I know what I'm doing. But anyway, and then that was the extra piece that went down onto that I had down on the engine. So basically I've made it into one little ground. I'm going ahead and get it all hooked up and see what happens. Okay, so I got my battery hooked up. Let's give this thing a try. See if it does anything. I got battery power. Power. I got nothing. Okay. Next phase. Check my other grounds. So I've determined all my grounds to be good and my solenoid to be good because it was sparking. I'm wondering if I've got a problem in my ignition or if I've got a bad starter. So I'm going to try jumping the starter, see if I can get it to spin, see what happens there. And I've got nothing. So I wonder if that starter's bad. So I'm here at the Bronco again, and I decided to break down and buy a new negative battery cable. And this time I ground it back down there on the engine where it was before. So battery's all hooked up. We'll give it a try. I'm not too confident, but find out. Oh, look at that. Wow. Isn't that amazing? That's all it was, is that freaking ground. How about that? amazing what a stupid little ground can do. Well, my backup plan was to replace that solenoid on the fender, but I suppose I don't need to. I guess it wasn't a bad $10 investment, because this thing runs. Man, I didn't think this thing was gonna start. That is just awesome. Cool. Cool, cool. Now we drive it around front and play with it for a while, maybe. Man, that is too cool. This thing started up. Aw, come on. Oh, look at that. Well, that is weird. I wonder if I got a problem with my ignition. Cold bastard.